and welcome back to my channel, and this is weird as hell because this is the first video I filmed in about 2 months. I took a break from YouTube just to reflect and focus on myself, and yes, I finally feel ready to come back. So it feels really weird to record this, so if I seem a little bit weird, that's why. It's weird, like riding a bike again or something. It just feels so strange to be sitting in front of this camera again. So I thought I would make my first video coming back to this channel about my 30 days of yoga and meditation challenge. So what I did was I used videos by Yoga with Adriene. I love her channel so much. I highly recommend her. She is my yoga teacher, you know what I mean? Like, she's the person I watch. If I watch other yoga videos, I feel weird. So I used her 30 days of true challenge. So basically it was 30 days of yoga and she was teaching us different moves, and some of them got more difficult as time went on, but I learned so much in that time. And the reason why I wanted to do it is I wanted to discipline myself. I wanted to say, this is something I'm going to dedicate to doing every day, no matter what. I'm going to carve out the time and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to dedicate this time to myself, because I think in this day and age we all feel like, oh, I don't have time to do this or do that, but you can make the time, and that's something I wanted to discipline myself to do. And in conjunction with that, I did 10 minutes minimum of meditation every day for that month, and this video is basically what I learned. One of the most prevalent things I've learned through doing the yoga and meditation every day was that I became more mindful. I became more mindful of my body, I became more mindful of my thoughts, and I think that's just something that comes when you start sitting down and letting things kind of come up, you know what I mean? Like when you're sitting in yoga poses or you're in meditation, you're kind of just being present, and I think that's something that I never really fully let myself do because I was too afraid of what would kind of come up for me, and I was afraid of overthinking. And when I became more mindful and I just let the thoughts kind of come into my mind and I just let them go, instead of like focusing on them and ruminating on them, I just focus on my breath and I let them go. And that's been a really amazing tool for me, and I think if you're someone who suffers with anxiety, that's something that is going to be so beneficial for you to learn how to do. And it takes a lot of practice. I mean, I'm still learning, but I have noticed that I don't hold on to thoughts as long. And also I've noticed that something might happen, like someone might say something and I might kind of take it the wrong way, and it might just be something that I have kind of perceived in my own mind. Instead of ruminating on that and thinking, what did they mean by that? Or, you know, ruminating on that, I just kind of let it go. Is it important? Probably not. Am I overreacting? Probably. And I just try and let it go, you know what I mean? And I just try and not focus in on a thought as much anymore, which I used to do all the time, and I still do. It takes practice, but I've learned that being more mindful and just kind of living in the present has been really helpful. And you know, I'm still not amazing at it, but I'm practicing it and I have noticed a difference in that way. The second thing I've learned is that there's always time. So we always say, oh, I don't have time to do yoga, I don't have time to do meditation, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. And we always say these kind of things, and we're not really thinking about our time. And I really believe that there is always time to do that. And I used to always think that, like, oh, I don't have time to do yoga, I don't have time to do meditation. And the thing is, you don't have to like do an hour of yoga a day. You don't have to do an hour of meditation. If you feel like, I genuinely don't know how I'm going to fit this in, start off small and just do 1 minute of meditation. 1 minute. You could do it while you're sitting in traffic. You could do anything like that, you know what I mean? You could sit there, you could take 5 deep breaths in the morning while your tea is brewing, or you can like do 2 or 3 basic stretches while, you know, the coffee is brewing, or you've got like, you know, food heating up or whatever. You can kind of just take those little moments to do those things. And you know, just because you're not doing like an hour-long intense session of something doesn't mean that you're not doing it daily. I mean, you're still incorporating it into your day, you're still making it into a practice. So I realized that it doesn't have to be this grueling task. It's not supposed to be like this massive, horrible like prison sentence. It's supposed to be something that you incorporate into your day that improves your overall feeling of like, you know, wellness. So you can do it for like 5 minutes while you know, you have a couple of minutes spare, or you can do it while you're sitting down, or you can do it while on a bus journey. You can just take a few deep breaths. Like, it's not going to, you know, completely overthrow your day. You can kind of incorporate it in small ways, and then over time maybe you can make those longer. You can go to 5 minutes, and you can build it up and you can fit it into your life, but there's always time. And I realize that that is an excuse a lot of us make. Vivid dreams is something that I've always had. I've always been quite a visual person. I dream like very, very vividly. I come up with these crazy dreams in my mind, and I'm always telling like family and friends about my dreams, and they think I'm crazy. But I've noticed that since meditating every day and doing yoga, my dreams got so much more intense. It was like 3D, like craziness. Like I can't even explain it. I had really, really crazy dreams that were just so messed up. Like, not all of them were like lovely. Some of them are nightmares. And I've had these dreams that were so real, it freaked me out when I woke up. Like, I would have dreams that I was like with certain people and who I've never even met and stuff like that, and I would wake up and I would miss these people that didn't exist because I felt like I was really there with them, and it would really like disorientate me for like a couple of minutes after I woke up, and I think about it throughout the day, and like I'd mourn someone who wasn't real, and that was really weird. And I've had these crazy dreams like that just blew my mind. And the thing is as well, I realized that usually when I would have a dream, I would remember it for like an hour after waking up, and then I kind of forget throughout the day. But now, like, since I've been meditating and doing yoga every day, I remember the details really clearly for really long periods of time. And it feels like my memory has almost improved in a weird way. I don't know if I can just retain information better because I'm kind of discarding of things I don't need through mindfulness. I don't know. It's wild. Awareness is definitely something that I've learned with yoga and meditation. In regards to yoga, I feel like awareness is something that's very, very important when you're doing poses, because you have to be very mindful and aware of like how you're positioning your body so you're not putting yourself in any danger or straining yourself. But I have realized that I'm more aware of my muscles and my posture. That's something I've noticed a lot. Like, even when I'm doing normal tasks throughout the day, I kind of think, oh, my posture, like, you know, and I kind of straighten myself up, and I'm highly aware of how I'm sitting and everything like that. Like, when I'm in a seat now, I really notice how I'm sitting, and I sit very upright, and my posture has improved a lot. So that awareness has been really, really beneficial. And I haven't had as much back pain. I used to get lots of lower back pain, and that's really, really helped. And I think that's because I'm more aware of how I'm sitting and what I'm doing with my body. So it definitely makes you far more aware of your body and treat your body with a lot more respect, because you are working on it to make it stronger, and you're dedicating this daily time to it, which is really nice. And the last thing I want to mention is strength. And I know a lot of people are going to be wondering if the yoga has done much for me. Am I like ripped and everything like that? But it's only been 30 days. But I would say that I'm definitely stronger, both mentally and physically. One of the things I would notice is in the beginning, I hated plank pose. I hated it so much. And now I love it. Like, now I really enjoy doing plank pose, because in the beginning I would shake and tremble, and now I'm just strong. And I noticed that because it's such a crazy leap. Like, from day 1 to day 30, like, I totally different, like polar opposite ends. And it's funny because when you're doing it, you don't really notice your progression, but then one day you're like, oh wait, I couldn't do this pose like only about 2 weeks ago, and now I can do it, no problem. And I just feel like my strength overall has improved. I've noticed that my legs are very strong. Like, it's crazy. Like, even my boyfriend told me the other day that my legs were super strong. And that was something that I was kind of noticing myself, that my legs were really improving, and my stability is improving, and my posture is improving. So those are the 5 things I learned from 30 days of yoga and meditation. And if you guys want to check out the routines I did, I will leave links down below. I'll also leave a link to a couple of different meditations that I enjoy. There's a few that I really love, so I will leave links to those. And I would recommend downloading the Calm app. If you like apps, Calm is the best meditation app ever. I really like that. And also sometimes I just do like 5 deep breaths, really slowly, controlled, and that really helps me relax my nervous system. And if you're suffering from anxiety at all, I highly recommend you start incorporating a bit of yoga and a bit of meditation into your daily routine. I mean, it's not going to cure you, but it's definitely going to help you rewire yourself a little bit and give yourself some tools to use when you are feeling stressed, because I can't even tell you, out of all the things I've ever tried, yoga and meditation have been the most beneficial for my mental health. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. I'm a new channel, so every little bit of interaction helps, so please comment and let me know what you thought. And if you got any tips, or if you've done yoga or meditation, let me know what you think. How has it helped you? And yeah, thank you so much for checking this channel out, guys. It means a lot to me. I'll leave a link down below to my social media, and I will see you guys in my next video.